Just about. That means it's time for some celebrity dish.
We've got our good friend, Poets Taylor, in the house this morning.
Because there's never any snacks. This
I know. Tell me
we should
about
have, like, cocktails and snacks.
I mean, you probably got more pull than we do, so.
Yeah.
If you could put in a good word, that'd be great.
Done. I'll be back next week.
Okay.
See what happens.
Get some snacks in here.
Okay, let's get into it. More drama for Nick Cannon.
My baby.
Yeah.
That's your baby. That's your...
Are his online pictures with his ever-expanding families all for show? One of his baby mamas seems to be hinting that that's the case in her recent social media post. We want to bring in producer Chris to break it all down. This is the mother of a couple of his children.
Correct. And this is a kind of question that Wisdom and I have had kind of since the beginning, which is how much time does Nick Cannon actually have to spend with all of his kids? Because from all appearances, he does show up for them. So Nick Cannon tends to paint a blissful picture, like we said, when it comes to the time he spends with his children and their respective mothers. But the question is it really all sweetness and light? One of the mothers of his children, Lanisha Cole, seemed to be throwing a little shade over the weekend. On Instagram, she seemed to respond to questions that she and daughter Onyx aren't included in a recent group of pictures that Nick Cannon posted. She wrote in her stories, "It's important for me to keep things positive and maintain my peace in the midst of it all. It's not easy, but I have to do it for my daughter. She is incredibly blessed and is surrounded by so much love, and it's not fake Instagram photo op love." And that's the shade people were referencing. It's real day in and day out love. However, one of the other women in Nick's life, Bree, spoke out defending Nick, saying he does show up for his children. So this might be a case-by-case basis, guys.
Wait, why are you laughing?
It was Chris with throwing his own shade. Might be a case-by-case, baby-by-baby basis.
I mean, you know.
Isn't that a question we've asked from the beginning? Like, how do you keep up with all these kids? He just did an interview, and he was like, the one thing that I'm guilty of is not being able to have enough time. Yeah. And then to my sis, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
Right.
If I hop on and you already got 8 or 10, I'm going to have to fall in line and figure it out.
Yeah.
When Mariah Carey says, I'd like for you to come see our twins, you got to just... I just wish people made better decisions, because I think sometimes we see something and it looks good and it's not necessarily good for you.
Yeah.
I'm sure at the time it's like, ooh, I'm going to be with Nick Cannon. Ooh, I'm going to have his baby. And then you realize, oh.
Everybody's having his baby. But here's what I'll say. I think it's relatively easy when they're babies, right? I mean, it's hard, but compare that to as they get older. And I mean, kids are kids, teens are teens. And suddenly it's not like money isn't going to fill that void. Like, it's nice to have another parent who can help raise, discipline a teenager, and they're getting to that age. It's just the older you get, it's not just diapers and cleaning them and washing them. I mean, you know, you have 3 kids who are older.
Showing up for maternity shoots.
That's the thing, and there will come a time when his kids will be old enough. I think a lot of people know somebody who maybe was not as present as they could have been or should have been. As the kids get older, they're going to see it. And then that's going to, I feel sorry for that situation. If you can't spend time now, as they get older, will you be able to make all the games? Who will feel left out or not a part of a family of a very public figure?
Exactly.
So what do we learn from Nick Cannon? Plan your families, make wise decisions, and think of the long run.
Right. Yeah. And if they show you who they are,
believe them. That really
which is what I've been saying. I've been saying that forever.
Yes, you have. All right, guys, let's talk about Harry Styles next, because apparently some critics are not feeling his latest style. So Harry and the House of Gucci are now under fire over the design house's latest ad campaign. That's it right there. You see it. It features Harry dressed in a t-shirt with a pink teddy bear on it as he stands next to and holds what appears to be a child-sized mattress. So the Gucci photos arrived just weeks after Balenciaga's recent controversial campaign in which children were pictured with BDSM-themed teddy bears. So Twitter users said the photos are, quote, not a good look for Styles as a grown man. One person wrote, why are all fashion brand ad makers sick creeps? So do you guys think people are reading too much into this one, or do you think this is one of those pushing the envelope type ad campaigns?
I think I saw my competition get a lot of free press when we did it, and now I want to do it. Didn't we just say when people show you who they are, believe them?
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing good about Gucci. Like they doing a holiday drive, they running into some neighborhoods and giving out book bags, or Gucci Santa is popping up blessing people and paying their rent. So I feel like this is what they want. They knew what they were doing. You know how it looks. You know how tacky it looks. You know what it looks like for you to be a man with fans who are kids. You know what I'm saying? So I always believe when people
to this,
do this is because you want people talking about you. We've convinced these people that y'all have put on a pedestal that all publicity is good publicity. It's not. And people are watching that, and when they see these people that they stand for do that, it's okay for me to do it. Now I'm doing it in real life. I ain't Harry Styles. When I get arrested in some other things, then what happens?
I mean, I think you can expect what the response is going to be. This was not our intention. This was not our thinking behind it. But I think they're smart enough to know appearances are reality for folks, especially in this case, understandably so, given what happened with Balenciaga. So
I bet y'all dinner, that T-shirt sell out. We need to talk with our wallets, and we don't. I think people have forgotten that we are the people and the power. It's my money. I choose where I want to spend it. And if this is what you want to do, what happens if everybody says we ain't buying nothing from you for the next 2 seasons? That's how you show people really what you want and how you want to make them change. This whole country run by money.